So we were talking about PowerShell connectivity, and last time we connected Exchange Online. Then we tried, and SharePoint was a bit tricky, so we went for other topics. Now, for SharePoint, let's just get to that. This slide is actually talking about SharePoint only. I created another one for Azure, and now SharePoint Online, PowerShell. There are some steps there, but I'll just go ahead a little. And there are many sites which are showing all the steps, but then I had to try myself, of course, first. It was still, giving me a lot of hassle. So what we need to do is, this would be the way. Now, in order to connect, let's just make sure that our machine is up. You're not doing it on laptop, right? You're doing it on your yeah, on your virtual server, right?
Okay.
The last time the server you were working on, that would be the one that we can just start again. So my server is started with a lot of stuff already done here. In fact, I'll just I didn't even take so last time we did install some SharePoint, the SharePoint module, and so SharePoint Online Management Shell on that same server. And also our machine should be connected to internet. So let me know when you started. Oh, okay. Oh, the internet, right? The cable. Oh, okay. And there. Yeah. So let me just quickly, in meantime, draw this MS Paint here, and wow, I thought, wow, your machine is creating a lot of sound now. There's a vacuum cleaner outside, so maybe it's my machine. So we will be just starting one machine here, internet connected, and open PowerShell with admin. We were able to connect last time with Exchange Online, and we're able to create some commands there and confirm that as well, or run some commandlets there. Now we need to connect to SharePoint. So for that, we were supposed to have one SharePoint PowerShell module. So hopefully we installed that already, PowerShell, because last time we were installing that PowerShell module. And then we need to grab certain information already in a notepad. So the login credential, let's save it in a notepad. It's a long name, right? Let's save it in a notepad. So I'll just first go to my machine, and I'll just go to actually my Office 365 here, and simply log into that and go to the users, active users, and grab that long punishing username there. Yeah, so I'll just copy this one. So I'll put it Notepad. Let's go for that. So that's one thing that we need to keep, because we're going to be using that from time to time. And so second thing is that we need to grab the SharePoint site. So SharePoint Office 365 address, or URL, actually URL. So if we go down to my slide, so that is called tenant, right? So we have created our own tenant, or just created our own domain name. So that is this. And how do we get to this? From where we get to this? So we're just going to go back to our SharePoint site. So if you're inside Office 365, show more, we go to admin centers, and then there's SharePoint. So if I click that, SharePoint opens. So it is opening our tenant right now. That's on the top. That is our domain or tenant inside SharePoint. So we need that. So I'll just grab from here, if it is already open at your computer. So until here, and Control C, because we're gonna put it to create a site as well. So it's better to grab it. So once that is copied, then now these two things we need. And so before I run the next commands one by one, so we'll be on the same page. I'll wait for you, don't worry. Woohoo! Got it? You there?
Yep.
Okay. So here, so if you grab that information, now the set of commandlets. These you may be familiar with, of course. We're just adding information here, like admin UPN. Now that's the full email address of a SharePoint. We just got it. So we're going to add it in a variable. So what are we doing here? First of all, what is our credential? That's one variable that we're defining here. And then the second thing is the org name, and that is also kind of, that's why I asked you to have it, because org name, I just got mine as well, which is just the tenant. So it is just this part. That's our organization name, or the tenant, right? So we're going to be defining all that. So what is your tenant exact name? What is your credentials with which you logged in? And then it's going to say that, okay, let me just create a full credential with above the information, org name plus admin URL. So $US credential, that will be the third variable that has whatever our username is by putting get credential here, and it's gonna tell the website, or when it's communicating with our Office 365, it's gonna tell that, hey, this is the credential I want to use, and the password is whatever password is there. So we're going to grab the above information of admin UP here inside the user credential. Then we're going to go for the actual commandlet here, which is connect-SPO service minus URL HTTPS, and that's where the org name comes, and whatever is that, we've already defined that up there. And and whatever the credential we define in the user credential. So what we're trying to say is connect to SharePoint online service with this tenant name and this credential. So kind of, straightforward. Okay, so but does it work? That's where. So we installed in that. Did you start the same machine that where we installed in last class the SharePoint management module?
I didn't think so.
Oh, okay. So let me just give you that link. So let's go one step back here, because get module should show. So let me just show you this big.
So I tried to install that in the internet. It wasn't working on my machine here.
Oh, okay. Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working. Let's check.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go to anywhere at all.
Oh, okay. Let me check that.
On the server.
I'll pause that and resume. So let's go for first the module download. So I'm just going to send you the link now, and we can actually go to that same site, which is a notepad.
Yeah.
You have it? So it is, this one. So it is, maybe it's in the browser, but you can just go to this exact page here. https://notepad.com/notes/k5j3xq.
Yep, I'm on that side.
Okay, so you see the Office 365, right?
Yeah, all stuff, yeah.
Okay, cool. So here, then the command is supposed to be there. Which one? Let me show SharePoint Online. So go a little further down. The Powershell module for SharePoint Online must be downloaded first. Yeah. So you got it, right? This one.
So all those three, 1, 2.
Web URL steps to connect. Well, the first one only.
Got it.
So we have to download. Maybe you're doing it from within the server or outside?
Well, I'm going to do it down inside the server.
Cool. Yeah, the IE normally sucks, but it's okay. I hope it lets you download. So once we install PowerShell module, then we go ahead. Yay! Oh yeah, web URL for steps to connect to SharePoint Online PowerShell. Well, the second one would be this install Microsoft Online Services. Actually, this one as well. I'm just gonna
ask you about that online services, because I have just seen that particular term coming up. I didn't know what exactly means. Microsoft Online Service Sign-in Assistant.
So it's just it pops up and lets you just put username and password. So but if you put the correct username and password,
the Office 365, right?
Yeah, Office 365. Online services would be actually any online service that you want to connect from PowerShell or from one server. So Office 365 plus Azure plus SQL plus anywhere. It's a general system that is good to have, good to download when you're downloading all. So I just put it there as the second one here under the SharePoint Online. Yeah. So please go to that one as well while you're doing the first one, and let me know if both are downloaded. Then first install PowerShell module, then install. Oh, actually, first better if you're already done with PowerShell module, it's okay. Otherwise, better first install the Online Assistant, then install the PowerShell module. So I'll just even kick it up.
So sorry.
No problem, it's okay.
Error message on the IE saying that your current security setting do not allow
So that's gonna be a pain. So that's why I download from outside.
I do it on my computer. Okay.
And then just copy paste both of them. I had to go through this all. Well, yeah, once we have to go through it, then we're good. Let me know if there's a problem here. Resume now. And what we need to do was just install the two. And let me just add that view of this site. So we're on. The first step was this online services. Second step was PowerShell module was also installed. Now the third is just a URL, but there are hundreds of them. But let's just follow then what we have to do ourselves. So I'll click save here. Maybe I didn't. Okay. So these now if you've installed the PowerShell module, there's a commandlet here that if the module is there. So if we go for get dash module. So I'm just going to go inside the machine here, and the PowerShell, I'll just open a new one here, run as administrator, and make it bigger. So get dash module, enter. So Microsoft PowerShell management, I see that, and when you put that, you see something there, and there's another one that I'll just quickly place it here. Microsoft.online.sharepoint.PowerShell. Oh, okay. And you see
saying the 3.1,
oh.
0.00, 3.000, 3.1.
So it's okay. You have multiple. Nice.
I don't know
okay.
why.
Oh, that's good. So we can just specifically check about PowerShell. So there's that command -name Microsoft.online.sharepoint.PowerShell. So -name Microsoft.online.sharepoint.PowerShell. So I'll just quickly put that dash name Microsoft.online.sharepoint. Was it SharePoint? Microsoft.online.sharepoint.PowerShell. SharePoint.PowerShell. It doesn't give any error. So I could just go for the, yeah, I have the SharePoint Online Management Shell, and this is what you installed, the red one, right? Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, it's already there actually. So yeah. Now let's go for the next command list then, and that is. Oh, do you see SharePoint anywhere written there in the three modules that you see there? Any wording of SharePoint?
No.
Because we're going to still connect, and it's still going to
PowerShell, utility, security, management. All those three things that I see.
Okay. So as long as we have the model there, we're good. So let's just go for the next steps here and identify our maybe in the Notepad. Were you able to do that Notepad gathering of your credentials like this? So HTTPS in the Notepad we gathered this and this owner, right?
That's right.
Okay. So the first thing is we're going to define two variables. The first variable is the admin, $admin UPN. So how do we define that? We exactly define like this. I'm just going to paste the whole, copy the whole thing on that online. So you could just change from my credential to your credential there. I'll just go down to the SharePoint Online here, and next steps. So defining credentials and connecting to SharePoint. So I'll click quickly save here, and once we go down here, next steps, you should be seeing that now. So the first one is actually that please change the owner to your username. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy that, and in quotes you have to put that, and go to my machine here, and simply right click and press enter. So no news is good news, so it didn't give any error. So admin UPN grabs the full username of my Office 365.
Sorry, Ray. Got
Yep.
a question for you.
Hmm?
The two conditions that you have added there. Once I was speaking with their Microsoft support, where they were telling me that the quotation requires only if there's any spaces in between.
Yes. Okay,
Like,
let's not put the quotations.
What do you think?
It is
right?
normally for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the main reason.
So if I just go up there and just remove quotations from these and press enter,
Should
it doesn't take it.
what?
So
Space.
the term dash 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 is not recognized as the name of a commandlet function, script file, or operable program. So that's why it's important to, when you're defining variable at that time especially, we have to put quotations.
Oh.
Just for the variable. Otherwise, no. Yeah, we can just go without it as well. So yeah, I have already defined that, but if I press enter again, yeah, I just defined it again. For this current session, the variable contains this username. So let me know when that's done. We're going to go for the next one. Oh, it's not copy pasting?
Yeah,
maybe you could just open this A notepad inside the server. Okay. Yeah, the IE is not very friendly because in IE enhanced security is open, which just creates a lot of issues in the name of security. So org name, let's go for that. In fact, I should just add this explanation as well. So it would be a better, more complete document there. So that's the second command, which is org name, but let me know if there's an issue.
Unable to copy paste, so I have to do the math.
Oh, I hope you installed the Yammer tools inside the machine.
Oh, was there? Yeah.
Is there? Okay. Oh, then it happens. And a notepad is not open inside, right?
Where?
A notepad is not open inside the server.
Well, I was able to copy it from my laptop to the VMware Notepad, but then copying from Notepad to the PowerShell is not executed.
Really?
That's what's happening.
That's inside the machine. Do try again or something. Like Control C and then right click. Okay. Are you doing Control V on the PowerShell? No, right?
Yeah, which it didn't accept. But then I went to the top on the virtual machine thing and then pasted. Didn't even do that.
Just right click the mouse.
Okay.
That will only put the paste. On the PowerShell, just right click for the pasting process. So copy again and then right click on the PowerShell.
Yeah.
Is there?
No, I'm just typing the thing again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's done.
All right. Okay, it's good. Copy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead. And, well, yeah, the first command was this, right? You were able to run the variable. So the second one is? Second was this. So you just have to copy that, or you did that too?
That's right.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. So now the third command will just gather the credentials, and the fourth command should just be able to let us connect. So the third commandlet is this, and we were talking about that before as well. It's going to ask for password now, and the username that we put there, we may have to put that again. So now this command here, yeah. So gathers more creds and asks for PWD. So okay, save, and that's the third one. And let's go. I haven't put the hashes there. So hash and hash. Yeah. So once you run that, I'm just gonna run that now, and go to my machine there. And admin was org name was, oh seriously, I'm not supposed to run that right now. I'm supposed to run the org one first, so I'll just go for that. So that's run, then I can run the third one, which is user credential. Now the username should be already there, and you must have typed the password. Let's see, capital C, shift 1 2 3, simple 1 2 3, and okay, no error so far, so that's good. And then we go for the fourth one, which is just a combination of org name and UPN, plus it's supposed to connect to our Office 365 without putting the long punishing URL in. So okay, Control C, and then let's go for that notepad, and hash let's get connected to SharePoint. Fingers kind of not crossed, but can be crossed as well. Welcome to the world of PowerShell connecting and IT generally. I click save. Now you got it, and so I'll just run it too right now, and oh, it ran as well. Well, so no error means that we.
Connected.
Yeah. So what's the proof?
Get
SPO site. So get dash SPO site, which should give us all the. Okay, that should give you your sites. Does it give you your site?
almost there.
Oh, okay. Get dash SPO site. Now that's the next command. Then let's create a site connection collection there. So we are connected. Congratulations, Colonel. Okay. So let me know when you are able to see that. So I should just put that next commandlet here. Now let's see how many site collections we have. So this is get dash SPO site, and of course that's just a start. There are then very long list of commands there, commandlets. Then it's just Microsoft Docs, and we start going for one commandlet after other site script. Then it's a very long list. Disable. Well, first thing, yeah, it's the SharePoint online commandlets here. I'll just put it there. Once done with that, then all the SharePoint PowerShell CMDlets.
I'm getting an error message saying
Ouch.
connect that SPOS service. The term connect that SPO service is not.
So resuming now, if you're connected, then the next commandlet was get dash SPO site. So I'll just put it in the notes as well. Oh.
Yeah, for that set.
Yeah, so you're there?
Almost there.
Cool.
What was the command, the very last one that I need to type? What was the command that you wanted?
Oh yeah, it is get dash SPO site. So this one, get dash SPO site. So it should give you the sites right away.
Yeah, it found it.
All right, we're connected, right?
Same thing that I do see it on the portal.
So the four URLs were perfect. Let's create a site, site collection there from PowerShell, and so I'll just go for all this because that is becoming a good resource, and I need to just kick out that URL. Oh, I already did. Okay, so I'll just put it again in the slide as well for future. Oh, serious. I'll do cut
Copy sent to Notepad and then.
Yeah, then I'll do. When we're done, yeah, we should do that. So the next commandlet is let's just go for that, and that is if you do get module now, just the get dash module. So what does it show? And is there any mention of SharePoint?
Yeah, the very first one.
All right, it's
interesting.
Okay, so we are.
It wasn't there, but now it's there.
So it detects that are we connected or not. Then, so if we are connected, then only it will show up the module.
The get module basically it detects what kind of module that you're connected to.
Yes. exactly. So, and that is after restart. So that's just pretty much what Microsoft really, how Microsoft works, and that's good. The next one is then we go for creating a site collection, and there what we can do is this. I'm just gonna put the whole thing here, and the main point about this is that when you're putting a site, so creating a site collection, that's a big one, and save. So what we're doing here is that you have to put yours, because I put mine. You have to put your tenant, and yes, your username as well. The whole thing has to be changed. Storage quota is 100. Title is net plus site 1 minus compatibility level 15. Locale ID 1033, and template STS number 0, which is the first one. Okay, so yeah, new net plus site 1. The main thing here is that what you put at the end of it is what you put in the quotes as well. That's what you want to create. So yeah, that's a lot of changes. That's why I asked put the owner separately in Notepad, tenant separately in the Notepad. So I have already created one, so I'm just gonna change the site collection name to 2, and actually copy this one and check and paste it here. Enter. Let's see if it works. Alright. Woohoo. Yeah, take your time. New SPO site. Oh yeah, before it was get-SPO site, now it is new SPO site. SPO site. Good. I ran this, and then this also appears among the site collection. Let me know if there's an issue or something. Definitely when you go for get-SPO site, it should show you. That's the first thing. And then if I go to the console here and refresh the page, so in your case net plus site 1, in my case net plus site 2.
I called something called the chunk group.
Oh, okay. And you changed it on both the end and on the quotes as well. Perfect. So that was pretty smooth. It took like 2 or 3 hours, 1.5 hours for me to really come up with all the errors, but it was pretty smooth for us. But it's not that straightforward. You can see that just a restart was, what could be also. Now then, once we can create a site collection, that goes a long way then. Then there's a long list of commandlets here that we can keep on running here, but the main thing is, are we able to connect or not? After that, it's a long list of commandlets after commandlets after commandlets, and we can grab them from, where am I now? So we can grab them from SharePoint site. It depends on what your scenario is, right? So but then comes how to connect with Azure. So any questions till now for how to connect with SharePoint? And so once we're connected, run all the commandlets, all the functionalities there. So that's cool. And then we go for Azure. It's also has its own share of steps, but that's after you've done SharePoint, you'll see Azure as piece of cake. Nothing there. Well, okay. When I say well, so first thing is here that we need to download the Azure module for PowerShell, and so I'm just gonna give that path, and this step by step that I created like a year ago. Really, that was it. They didn't change anything for PowerShell. For SharePoint, they changed. I was not able to. I was not supposed to install Assistant and for SharePoint specifically, but this time I had to. But I'm just gonna open the administration config. I'll just give you the link here and create that there as well. Go there. Okay, so that's pretty much. Oh, I didn't bother to put that page for download. Seriously, so should have put that link there. I have that link. So what we need to do is first download the Azure Activity module for PowerShell module. So for that, I have opened just a couple of gazillion here links. One of the download links has that, and it's also not straightforward link. I mean, I had to search it. Should be, I should be able to just download right away, but it was not that straightforward. So new SPO site. Oh, that's the whole PowerShell command line area for SharePoint. But let me just quickly go for the. Okay, so first is I can just copy that script for you as well. Otherwise, let me just one sec. We need to download first of all this file, and the link was something that I was looking for. There's a file administration config-n.msi. Let me check. I think they have given us site. So Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell. So download space in Google. Download space Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell. Let me just do that as well. So if I just put download, oh, it's there. Wow. Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell. So download Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell. If I just press that, download Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell, then there are links here. The first one is this: connect to Office 365 Microsoft Docs. So the search string, you were able to get it?
I had, okay, connect to Office. This is for PowerShell.
Okay,
That's the one?
Yeah, and it's going to be links after links, so why don't I just upload it on my drive and just give you the link there? That would be much easier, because it's not like straightforward there. I was having trouble just uploading that. So software, and I'll just Office 365 software. I haven't created that yet. Okay, we'll quickly go for Office 365 software, and just I'll send you that folder link. Oh, okay, it's there. So shareable link, and oh, okay, I'll just put it on that notepad, so we will all be able to just grab it later as well. Okay, so
what is it called again? Windows Azure Active Directory for PowerShell?
Yeah, PowerShell module. So I'll just there's a Exchange Online module, and then there is Office 365 Azure AD PowerShell. I'll just create on that page this. So first download.
I found something.
Oh, okay.
Is it the version 2?
Yeah.
Azure Active Directory PowerShell module.
Yeah.
So that's your email, and then you can post it.
Oh, okay. And I also posted my drive link, but please do email. I'll just put that there as well.
I just sent it.
Okay, cool. Okay, and pretty much all the commandlets are here. But you sent me an email? Okay.
Yeah.
Resuming. So guys, put that Google Drive link for the Azure AD PowerShell module. That's the first thing. Once we download, then go ahead and copy this file inside your machine and install that.
You didn't save it, did you? Because I don't see that site.
Oh, so I'll click save and refresh now. It's on the top now. I changed the location so it's on the top.
All the way at the top?
Yeah. Because SharePoint area section is done, so we're just going for Office365 Azure AD PowerShell. Let me know if there's an issue. You should be able to download, and then so that's the first thing. If I go to my machine here, this is what I've already installed here. Administration config-n.msi, this file, and when I double click that, normally it is, because I've installed it already, but it looks like this: Windows Azure Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell, completing the Windows Azure Active Directory for Windows PowerShell setup. So, but this is the module. And once you install that, and you must have installed already that Online Assistant. Welcome to the Microsoft Online Services Sign-In Assistant. Next, and yes, it's just processing repair. So I have already installed that. This we installed already when we installed the SharePoint. For SharePoint. So yeah, that's the only thing we need to do now. Then the next commands. What are the next commandlets? So that's a set of screenshots here. So the first one is, yeah, let me know when you're there, and I'm just copying in the slide as well, everything. So
Guess we need to do another restart, right?
that's yeah, it's very good to restart here, right? I'll pause. And so first command is $credential equals get credentials. So $credential equals get dash credential. That will just pop up, and you just have to put your username and password there. So if you could just write it down, or I could. So I'll just put it there, up there. So the first command is this on a notepad. So first cmd let, and then the 2, then third, then fourth. Okay, so I'll just click save here, but what we need to do is just save our credentials first. So I'm just going to go there to my PowerShell here, and dollar credential and equals get dash CRE and tab. So once it enters, so I have to just put that username password, which is already there, supposed to be there with my, oh, I have to go down to, yep, there it is. And yep, so the whole thing and the password. So you may have already done that?
Yeah.
Alright. Small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1, 2, 3, simple 1, 2, 3. Okay, first thing done. Let's go for second thing, and that is we can just go for dollar credential. Just put that dollar credential variable directly there. So if I just go for my command prompt here and just put directly dollar credential just to check if the credentials were saved. So yes, it shows that the same credentials were saved. You can just run that right now. Dollar credential variable. And if that is done, then the slide just shows what you did already. That install the PowerShell module for Azure. Then the fourth thing is, we already ran the set dash execution policy remote signed, but after restart if we didn't, so we have to run again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every session is just as long as we haven't restarted. So yeah, set dash exe tab execution policy remote signed. Enter. Default is Y, so I just press enter. Once that is done, so now after that, yeah, we have saved the credentials already. So we can just go and try to put this commandlet import dash module space ms online, import dash module space ms online. So I'm just gonna go for a notepad and put the next command there is import dash module ms online. Now it could be not, so even before that, yeah, the whole thing type set dash execution policy remote signed before we start actually, and then we, okay, so I'm just gonna press save here. It's on the top page now, like on the top of the page. So import dash module ms online is so small you can just type it directly as well. So we get the credentials are there saved, and import dash module and ms online. So if I go for import dash mod, press tab and ms online, enter. So it's kind of okay with me. It should be okay with you as well. So we could just then go for get dash module after that. First import dash module, import dash module ms online, and then get dash module, right? Get dash module.
It's there.
Okay.
So the module import dash module ms online. What does that do again?
That would just check our credentials and will connect to our online module for basic Office 365, which actually adds a lot of msol commandlets, which is just ms office, ms and o office and l online, right? So msol, msl and ol is online. So it's just basic full ms office commandlets, which includes Azure, but we're going to be further doing some commandlets to make sure that we have Azure commandlets as well. This only adds overall administrative commandlets for the Office 365. So if we go ahead a little, then there is the next commandlet here. We can just try to check. Now we're going to go for connect dash msol service minus credential dollar credential. So connect dash msol service. That's the dollar credential. Minus credential, sorry, and then that is whatever our variable has. That is dollar credential. So I'll just Control A, Control C, and put it in Notepad as well. Third CMD let. Okay, and save. So what we have now is connect dash msold service minus credential dollar credential. So what does it do? And right click, enter. So it should, if it shows a green, oh well, okay. So if that is correct, so msold service just tells us, we're asking, hey, can you just connect us to these all commandlets that are connected to MS Online here, right? These all commandlets, can you connect to that, and can you let us use that now? So then we go ahead with our next one, and so dollar credential is good, get module is good, get dash msold domain. So MS Online domains, how many domains we have right now? So only one. So that domain name can come here when we put get dash msol domain or msold domain. So that's just check that can we run anything. So get dash msold domain. So that could be our first next commandlet now. That are we connected to Office 365 now? And
if we added our GoDaddy domain,
we would see that
as another domain.
So yeah, it will just show all the domains
rather than only one.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not joining my GoDaddy domain yet, so it shows it.
Yeah. So for CMD let, and that is this. Should show all our domains. Should show all our domains.
Would that gonna be considered as an Exchange module, or is it gonna be considered Azure module that this particular command came out of?
So domains related stuff is more towards Office 365 general commandlets. Plus can be used in the Azure as well. Actually, it's for SharePoint, and normally you would want to know first how many tenants you have or how many domains you have, and then you go for the commandlets there. So that's kind of then connects us pretty much to our Office 365. But let's just try to get some commandlets there. So let's just go for get dash Azure user or AD user, or because this is how we connect basically to Azure as well. But how about we try to run some Azure commandlets there? So I'll just go for some commandlets there. Normally it is get dash AZ user there, but I need to just grab the actual commandlets because it's just mixed up with my other SharePoint and repository for Exchange as well. So connect Office by PowerShell, yeah, we did that. Then we can connect to Azure. So get dash, let's just create a user there, but I will be connecting to, oh yeah, here. See this? Now connect to Azure ready for Office 365 subscription. So this is install module minus name Azure AD. Now that normally was supposed to work, but let's see if it works now. But there was some problem here. So install dash module minus name Azure AD. And it says the install dash module is not the term. How about import not install, because it was not loaded. But we are still able to actually run some of the commandlets of run all the commandlets. You mean now, guys? So guys, okay, sorry. So here, fifth commandlet here, creating a user. So what we did was first we went for get msold domain. Then I downloaded the PowerShell commandlet. So I just saved it there as well. It's on your notepad now. Sorry. So user principal name Caleb S, whatever the username, right? At our tenant. .onmicrosoft.com. Then usage location US, it's okay. License assignment, so domain name, again our tenant name here, and enterprise pack. So this means that it's gonna get all the license.
E5 license right away.
Yeah. Oh, you just did it?
No, I know that.
Okay.
Because the enterprise pack is basically the E3, but we don't have E3 at this point.
Yeah.
E5, so it's going to give E5.
With our credentials, yes, it should give.
So the other way is standard, which is E1. I don't know.
Yeah, it should get our package, definitely. Yeah. You're right. So here, I'll just quickly go for... so this is the page where I'm grabbing. I'll just put that link in the PowerShell side as well. Like div creating a user for Azure. It could give us errors, but so we need to make it work. And so I'll just copy that and put it. Oh, okay. So in the notepad, I already have the credentials. So that's good. New MSOL user, display name is Caleb Sills. Okay. First name Caleb, last name Sills. User principal name Caleb as @ So in the @ I'm just gonna put my tenant name, which is this only. The rest is on Microsoft anyway. So I'll just go for Contoso.
No, you can. You gotta change that to.
Yeah, the .microsoft.com is the same. And US, I think we're in East US, but let's see. And this domain also is not our domain, so I'll just go for here my domain name, which is a tenant name.
Still didn't take that.
Oh, okay. Let's check it out.
We need to do the US thing as well.
Oh, okay. Oh. Then what region are we connected to? I think East US. And instead of US, if we just put East US full. So I'll just first put that so we could just record the error in our video as well. And right click. So enter. And the error says the license is not valid. To find a list of valid licenses, use the get-msol account SKU commandlet. A user cannot be assigned a license that has already been assigned to them, and a license cannot be removed if it is not assigned to a user. Okay, so if I go for get-msol account SKU, get-msol account SKU. Oh, okay. Enterprise Premium and Flow Free. Enterprise Premium is 0 active units, and I have 10,000 Flow Free. Flow Free is the first 25 licenses. Okay, Enterprise Premium we have right now warning units 25.
E3 as I was mentioning. So we need to specify the
Enterprise Premium. Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
So Enterprise Pack. So instead of pack, PREMIUM. So that's one change. Enterprise Premium, and if I enter, okay, we're good. Woohoo! We're good. So Enterprise Premium. That's it. You're good, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're good. Woohoo! That wasn't bad. I mean, that wasn't difficult.
No.
So after that, sky's the limit, or PowerShell commandlets are the limit. Like you go ahead and just come up with a scenario, and then go for the commandlets and make changes, and there you go. Yeah, it's the decoding the errors. That's the second thing that we need to make sure. So Enterprise Premium. That was the only thing we needed. So yeah, decoding those red lines is the next best thing. So creating that, we went for this commandlet and just asked for change of license type. That's all. So as you said, yeah, pack and premium. Okay, so this is SharePoint and Azure.
Nice.
Nice, right? Oh, we have still 1 hour to kill. I mean, I could do. Huh? Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know. Do you have any other things?
Yeah, Yammer. I need to Yammer. And we have the small services that we haven't touched, like Yammer. What is Yammer? And click that and check. Oh, we can chat. Woohoo! And yeah, just a small amount of services more. So if I go there, if you know Yammer already, then yeah. Otherwise, you want to stick around, it's okay. We can just keep exploring what we have. So here, Dynamics. So it's first of all Yammer. So it's a third party basically, but Office 365 has already added it. So it has, you can just create groups inside, create a group, and it then is like a social media application that is invite users, invite guests, and go ahead with the project. Internal group, external people can also be connected. And suppose it's just design dash project something. Group members, add people, type to search, and I'll just go for. Oh, there was someone. I'm sure. Okay. And public access, private access. This is just like any group you create there, but you can just add same thing, photos and streaming videos, and I can just invite all my coworkers there. I don't have any. And then it's just like social media that you can have groups there. And create a message.
So would this be kind of a main page for a company considered, or
different teams can just go to Yammer and talk about each other by creating a group. Different teams. So there's a project and some outsiders and some insiders, some contractors from outsiders whose even credentials are not created here, like mail contact, mail user from Exchange. You can create there, and also insiders. But you get together and you start sharing project information with pictures, streaming video, documents. What you pretty much do in SharePoint as well.
They're going to kick it out a lot, I guess, because OneDrive you have the same, SharePoint you have the same. Within Team, even within the Outlook.
Team is going to kick this out now.
Yeah, because
Team is pretty much going to kick this out. This is, maybe in 6 months or 1 year. It's going to be gone. Because Team is doing exactly the same thing. So Team is kicking out Skype. It is about to kick out Yammer as well.
Interesting.
It's the same thing. Picture, video, and
link is gone. Skype is
yeah.
This is gone. Came in and now Team is taking over. Makes sense.
So
okay.
Like hello. So not much here. Then it's kind of social media setup where you can invite people and share photos, videos, and documents for a project. Like, not much. It's the same thing we use every day with Facebook, but it's for company. And that was one thing. And then there's PowerApps. So that's a bit different.
This is the one that they were giving the free license, right? The one that you were seeing now? Power BI, whatever that thing was.
Oh, BI, Business Intelligence? So
the PowerShell that they were running the account. There was a command that you were running, get...
Oh, free,
yeah, the free license.
Well, not exactly, but PowerApps is itself, the concept is cool and crazy. The concept is that we can create apps of our own, but it's very limited in what you can do. So, first of all, you can create business apps and put it on your employee's cell phone. So you can actually put some features. 4 features here. Okay, that's it. That's what we're gonna do for this project. So the idea is cool, very cool. The PowerApp is a hyperactivity development platform for business apps, and it has 3 major components: Canvas apps, model-driven apps, and common data service. So let's just try to check it out, what we can do with it. One more thing about this is, we should just see one-liners there. So Canvas app starts with your user experience, crafting a highly tailored interface with the power of a blank canvas and connecting it to your choice of 200 data sources. You can build Canvas apps for web, mobile, and tablet applications. And then model-driven apps start with your data model, building up from shape of your core business data and process in the common data service. Well, let's just do it to know it. But I just wanted to read it out a bit more. Common Data Service is the data platform that comes with PowerApps and allows you to store and model business data. It's the platform on which Dynamics 365 applications are built. Okay, if you're a dynamic customer, your data is already in the Common Data Service. Okay, so what we are trying to say here is that let's do a little lab here. So we can just go to company site and then create list and then test list. Actually, I'm just seeing it as well. So test list, once you create a list here and then single line of text, go there, multiple lines of text. Seriously? Create a column. Okay, is that it? But wasn't we doing the Power Apps? Then create an app. Oh, okay. And name your app to get started. Power Apps will open so you can customize your app. And split app, suppose. And then Canada. Seriously? That's it? Normally it just lets you welcome to Power Apps Studio. Okay, got it. So we'll try to create an app. So here, if we're inside the app here, tenant, user licenses, a list of user active licenses, download user licenses and quotas. Yeah, exceed capacity by 1 runs, 9 days left in this billing period. Yeah, download all the data there. So that's just data policies here. But we were supposed to create new policy, environments, data groups, but that's just a policy. Upgrade your plan. Okay, again they changed. Seriously? Normally we were supposed to create. Okay, let me just grab that. They've moved away the link from there. Normally you can see here Power Apps when you go new, open, account, connections. So as usual, they moved the names. Create an app. Now create and build a custom app based on your SharePoint list using PowerApps. So we can create policies there, but oh, there you go. So first we create a Power App, then it is in the custom site that you should have the Power Apps link here. In the company site, you should have Power Apps link here, right? So there, okay, that's just a policy. So I'll just go to the site, or let's just go to some site that we have created already. If not, we have just created a site called whatever site you've just created now.
Yeah.
So I'll just go back and go inside a site. So I have certain different sites here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm on this page. NetPlus site 1, I just created new, and whatever new site you created. Once you click that, go inside that. Sorry, something went wrong. Okay, I'll just go for marketing project then. Oh, let me refresh that. It's letting you open the site.
The new one.
Any?
Trying to.
Oh yeah, now it's okay. I just refreshed it. Yeah, I'm inside. And YouTuber, right? And then when we create a list, first of all, that's why it was creating a list. I was thinking that why would it create a list? So once you do create a list, or just put a column there, single line of text, and then you go for okay. So see this the Power Apps. it is showing on the right side. So we just need to check on the left side. If we click any of the list creation here, do we see PowerApps in the one of the columns there? So new and then list inside contents. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go there, and on the left side you can see site contents. This one, site contents, and then new, and then list. Once we click the list, okay, so create a list, anything with net plus test, net plus list. And then once we click the create, okay, add column. So we, oh, there you go. So once we click that, let's click the create an app. So it's just name your app to get started. PowerApps will open so you can customize your app. Build a custom app based on your SharePoint list using PowerApps. What can I do with PowerApp? Okay, so again, test app dash test app, and click create. Normally it just opens a studio. And then it's again our imagination later. So choose your country region to get started. Send information about PowerApps, updates and offers. Now just click get started here. Building your app. So what things you want to put inside to create a Power App. Welcome to PowerApp Studio. Start customizing your app or preview your app. See a preview of this app. Actually we didn't do anything, but if I click the preview here, preview the app, play the app to see how it works, and it is F5 already. So this is app, we don't see anything here, but it's gonna appear like this in the cell phone or wherever you put it there. So did you know you can also test your app right on the canvas? Yeah. Okay, so here, once we are there on the app, what can we do here? Theme, we can just choose any themes here, dark themes, light themes. So if I just go for, well, blue is okay, but if I go for this, so it just changes that. So yeah, it's good, it changes. Okay, we get that. So maybe this, or maybe blue is okay. Second thing is that rectangular, we can just try to drag stuff here and try to check if we can actually drag it, because they changed it. Okay, that's just, you know, how you want the app to be, and just make it bigger or smaller, although it's not moving anything right now. And oh wow, so that's, it goes a little more developer side than what you want, and you can start typing something. But what functionalities we can do? If I click the play button here, so again it is just showing what it can do. But if I just go ahead, insert, so if I go to insert now, there, insert, label, so texts, so it just adds something here. If I just put label here, double click, so accounts.
Basically it's like creating apps for mobile.
Yes, it is for mobile.
Only mobile.
Yeah. And then button, but now you have to be a bit developer. So if I just press this button, so you know, and press enter, and what does it do then after that? So then you have to then check rules. What are the rules? What does it do? This app doesn't, and advanced, and it goes for developer stuff. Then press enter. It does press enter. So if I just click play now, so it does, but it doesn't do anything right now, and I have multiple buttons. Yeah. So we get the idea that okay, you can start creating that, but you can just create forms, gallery, controls, and that's where date picker drop down. Now that's going to be pretty cool, but then again, what do you want inside the drop down? And that could be one default, RGA, simple. The last time I was just playing with it, but now if I click that, play, so drop down, right? So yes, it is an app that you can create with all the functionalities, especially for charts and line chart, media. You can just put any of the audio and video and microphone and forms as well, especially forms. Hey, fill out this forms. You're a new employee. Come on, come in Office 365. But go to your cell phone, go to the site, and we have an app. Just open that, fill up your information. We'll take it from there. So that's pretty cool, but definitely you'll have to be a bit more on the developer side to go ahead and do that. I was playing with it when I had a lot of time, so it was pretty cool, pretty cool. So there's a lot of options there. Detail screen, edit screen. But we needed to get an idea that, okay, you want to create an app in Office 365 and do some charts and media and forms, put the forms there, data table there. You click a button and the new accounts data table comes from Sharepoint. It's going to grab a document from Sharepoint, or you can grab some files from OneDrive. So it will use in the background all the Sharepoint or Office 365 services. It really is deep, and there are many chapters in the ends with but I can. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. Hopefully there is no fire, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay to learn all that. So that. No, there are many chapters on that. That's what I was saying. I can put power, and then you have to put functionalities in the background, so you have to really know all the codes that you need to put and which services, how to put those services there, and then it might start working fine. But you have to check that which controls. So there's a long step-by-step, many labs there outside. I can send you one of those if you remind me. I had collected that somewhere. So I'll just be, if you're interested in creating your apps, then let me know. So I'll be just sending that. And the last, so there's Dynamics, but we've gone to security compliance. We've gone pretty much everything here. Dynamics is the last one, and that is kind of, if you're interested in going with non-system spawn for this user, because you have to add it, connect to the Microsoft Dynamics application there. But this is just an end user there, right? So normally it doesn't let us create or use Dynamics if we don't have a license. You have signed in with a user ID that cannot log into Dynamics service, right? Make sure that you have an active Dynamics 365 subscription. We have given license, license says that we have subscription, but it's not gonna let you use in the this trial version of that, right? Modules used for employees, for different modules that we have, employee information, company information, and how to manage those information. Do the change management for that, especially for HR. normally. So if you've heard SAP outside, SAP for different modules, and so Dynamics is the alternative to that. Microsoft Dynamics, where you can just, it's a very pretty big enterprise application. Normally HR uses that, and department management for users, employees, for salaries, for announcements. Normally, how to manage the employees, how to manage a huge amount of internal operations there. So Dynamics is used for that. But if you have the enterprise license for that Dynamics, then you can only connect with that. There's an end user connection to that in trial you won't be able to use that, right? So are you having that? Oh, you don't have a Office 365? Yeah, but you never use Dynamics there? No. Okay. Because we were not able to use that in trial versions. Normally you should have a premium license there, but let me just check that Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365. So normally it is supposed to be a separate series. Yeah, dynamics.microsoft.com. So it's a lot of charts. It's mainly for project management and specifically for enterprises with running a lot of employees there. So unleash your organization's potential by breaking down data silos to connect customers, products, people, and operations. So Microsoft Business Applications can all connect to Dynamics as well. Then it's a separate course, it's a separate licensing, it's a separate certification as well. That digital transformation will do. So normally it is what it says here that so you can handle customers, products, people, and operations. So it's not just document storing; it gives you live information about how many employees are there, who's due on vacation, who's due on, what's the salary structure for each employee, so whose contract is finishing right now. So that's a lot of information about every aspect of running a company. So SAP, very expensive courses there. People do SAP as well, and with databases. So companies run on SAP or they run on Microsoft Dynamics. So that's how it is. But it's a lot of information about, graph information about how the company's being run, and what is the progress of any projects that you've started there. It's pretty, running a whole company with Dynamics, that's a full new field there that you can. So if you have those licenses here, then you can connect Microsoft Dynamics 365 as an end user with Office 365 as well. That you have a separate license for that, dynamics.microsoft.com, and then you go for Office 365 there, right? If I go for pricing there, so applications and offers, so it starts with customer $268 per user per month. Pretty expensive. 147, 243, customer engagement plan, unified operations plan, applications and offers. Starts from $48 up to $206. And then retail, talent, sales, operations, customer service, product service, marketing. So yeah, just to run a company, you have to have this software running, and then you can connect it to Office 365. See this? Office 365 and linked data integration.
Yeah.
You have to integrate it. Separately run that, separately get the license, and then integrate with Office 365. Cool. So that's also cool. So now, any questions about any of the Office 365 area here?
I got one question actually. It's about the tool that has been offered by Microsoft. So can you pull that one up?
Tool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Microsoft Remote Connectivity Analyzer.
Oh, that's for Exchange servers, and so if you go to that, remote connectivity, Microsoft. Yeah. We used to use it for connectivity with our Exchange Online, especially for if you can connect from outside to your Exchange on premises. or you want to connect, testconnectivity.microsoft.com.
Yes, same. I was working yesterday.
No, sometimes it is down as well. No, that's the only link, yeah. Microsoft Remote Connectivity Analyzer. But yeah, if you're testing, it's a very good troubleshooting tool. So if you create a tenant and the tenant is saying, and the tenant you have 5 users, and the 5 users, one of the users say, hey, my Office 365 email is not working. It's not going to. So you can just connect from the Remote Connectivity Analyzer and put that user's mailbox and your domain name there, tenant name there, and then it will check that from internet to that user's mailbox, can it connect or not. So if it connects from that user, then that user is, BSing, or maybe there's something wrong on the Microsoft side. But normally it is very useful for if you have Exchange on premises, that is connected to the internet. That from internet to that user's mailbox, are you will connect or not. So it's a very useful tool. Very. Very cool.
Very good.
It was nice serving with you, sir.
Pleasure.
Any other question?
No.
Okay. I'm stopping the video.